Seems a straightforward answer. When I think of veterans, I think of people with great substance, integrity, and honor. We all have a picture in our mind of the men and women in our nation's armed forces. Usually, that picture is of somebody strong, squared away, and at the ready whenever and wherever our nation needs them. When it came to put all those superlatives into an essay, it seemed straightforward, but there is more to it than words. The men and women that make the life decision to join our nation's armed forces deserve more space than I am allowed here. I find myself focusing on a few core characteristics common to our veterans and reflective of why I think our veterans are important. Those words are sacrifice, duty, and courage. The life of a veteran is a life of sacrifice. Some people start their adult lives by getting a job or continuing their education. Some start a family. Veterans choose to start an early life of training as soldiers, sailors, and airmen. They sacrifice time, schedule, and families and careers in exchange for very early days of regimented life and duty. They can be deployed far from home where they are needed. We all know their sacrifice sometimes can be much more than this as well. To paraphrase General Colin Powell, the nation owes a great debt to its veterans whose service spans the nation every decade, every year, and every day of our country's existence, wherever and whenever our nation has called. In times of darkness and danger, and as well as times of peace and prosperity, America's veterans have been there. Veterans have proudly carried the torch of liberty for all to see. The duty of a veteran can mean task or job to most people. Duty to a veteran means moral obligation to do their job without regard of their own preferences or well-being. Duty in the armed forces means service above self through all adversity. And this can be political adversity, career adversity, or risk of life and limb. In the words of Ronald Reagan, some people live an entire lifetime and wonder if they've ever made a difference in the world. A veteran does not have that problem. To our veterans, courage is more than words. It is a willingness to act. People weave patriotic words into politics and education or social media all the time. The love of one's country comes easy to everybody from the convenient distance of the civilian. It is easy to love America when it's just an idea or words. Our veterans take an oath to defend our country, Constitution, and citizens with their own lives if need be. Maybe it is the clearest answer to the question. The realization of true courage exemplified by our veterans may have been the best expressed by John F. Kennedy when he said, "As we express our gratitude, we must never forget the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them." Asking why a veteran is important is no different than asking why the United States of America is important to me. Because without one, we would certainly not have the other.